It did not
The
end
signal.
with a lot of neat.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's City Council workshop. The workshop hour is before our regular council meeting, and this gives council time to discuss any agenda items that we may need more time to talk about with staff, and also to have some presentations. So first, I'll ask if you would please silence your cell phones, and I'll ask council if there are any agenda items that you want to talk about this morning. All right, we have a very short agenda today. We would like to welcome, we have David Bird is with us this morning, we have Ryan Grace and others, Hatton Gravely, and David and his team are going to give us an update on the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club collaboration.
Good morning, Mayor,
Good morning.
council members. Great to see you today, as always. And I want to begin by just saying thank you. Also with me is Ryan Grace, who will make some comments in a minute. We're so appreciative of a little bit of time with you all today. Fox had asked us to come and speak about our developing partnership and expanding partnership. But before I do that, I wanted to thank you all. As you know, in May, we actually had the Safety Around Water launch with the largest duck in the world. And Mayor, thank you for being there and speaking. And since then, we've raised almost $100,000 for kids around safety around water. Yesterday, Ryan had 130 of his kids at the Myrtle Beach Y learning safety around water, and they will be going all summer. We have the Miracle League now involved there as well with some of our special needs kids in the community, along with some of the other things. I also want to thank Mayor Pro Tem Louder. Thank you for joining us last week at our board meeting. Your comments were so special around how you grew up learning to swim, and it was so nice. I was a little disappointed, though, you didn't bring your duck today.
I had it on my counter. My wife set it on our counter, and she said, "Here, you need to take the duck with you this morning."
Yeah.
And the duck's still there.
Well, we'll make sure
You don't do everything she tells you.
Not exactly.
Well, we appreciate having you and your nice comments.
Thank you.
And also representatives of city staff for being there. And I'm sure you all know this, but let me just remind you that that particular event had hundreds of thousands of views around America, representing the city of Myrtle Beach and the Chamber of Commerce and the YMCA. I have colleagues all over the United States and were calling me, "Tell me about this duck." And if you aren't aware, it was the first time ever used in the state of South Carolina. And it was the first time ever used by YMCA. So I never thought a duck would get that kind of mileage, but we will have hundreds of kids this summer as part of one of our 5 priorities. So thank you. So as you know, you all have supported the Boys and Girls Club for years, 15, 16 years since it was birthed, as well as the YMCA around the same time when the Myrtle Beach Y was built on your city land. And we have serviced thousands of kids. In fact, today, between the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA, we'll have hundreds of kids trying to survive the heat. Wouldn't you like to be in that heat today as a counselor? That wouldn't be much fun, but keeping those kids safe around just the programs and services that we provide. But that partnership over the last several months is expanding. And it is expanding to the point that we're going to put together a significant partnership, which our boards have been working on for the last 60 days. In April of this year, the Boys and Girls Club Board came to the YMCA leadership and asked if we would consider doing some work with them around helping to provide some management services, like finances, like some but more marketing kinds of work with them and other kinds of services that we might be able to provide. And of course, I immediately said yes, because I think the Y and the Boys and Girls Club match very, very well. They service a group of kids, we service kids, and we need to service all kids. So that got expanded to an interim agreement, a partnership agreement. Many YMCAs and Boys and Girls Clubs in America do this. It's not unusual for this to happen. So it was a natural to step into this. So I began to work with Ryan and his team and begin to think about how we could do this together. So I'm here today to tell you that partnership is what I would call we were dating, to now we're moving to an engagement. And if all comes together this week and next, our board will become married. And what that's going to mean is the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA working hand in hand in the downtown community to service more kids, which I'm going to have Ryan talk about in a minute. But we're very, very excited about that. That also helps to reduce some expenses at the Boys and Girls Club. I'm sure you all know there's been some financial challenges over the years. This is going to accommodate a lot of that. We've reduced quite a few expenses already. Some of my team our team here with the Y Today or our leadership team to help do that. But it's all really about servicing more kids. And so we will be moving down a path of both organizations, the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA, having still separate 501c3s, same boards with some representative volunteers. But again, it's a really exciting time. So Fox, again, thank you for the invite. I'll stop there and then let Ryan maybe make some comments.
I'll be short, but thank you again for having me. And we're excited. I'm going to echo everything that David said. We're excited for the partnership. The great thing about it is that we now get to service more kids in more areas. And we, again, Boys and Girls Club will remain the same. We will stay true to our mission, and the YMCA will stay true to their mission, and we'll be able to service more kids in the Myrtle Beach area and just impact more lives. So we just want to, again, not be a good club, but be a great club, and to serve as many families and children as possible. So we just appreciate your support. I appreciate the support of the YMCA and David and his team, and we just look forward for a great future. Thank you.
Thank you both.
David,
Thank you. Yeah, we'll entertain.
David, before you, I'd just like to, maybe not this morning, but some other time, I would like you to come back and talk to us about the portable swimming pool.
Yeah.
That is a great idea, but at some time, come back and talk to us about that.
Yeah, we're doing that now, a portable pool that we raise money for in the rural part of Georgetown County and Williamsburg County.
Yeah, please come back and
Be happy to do that.
do that.
at any
Give us
point.
update on that. Thank you.
I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about our partnership, and we'll make a more formal announcement when it all gets put together here in the next 3 weeks or so.
Questions?
David, you and Ryan, just as I said yesterday, I'm happy, you guys are happy, and we're able to serve more kids and do more things and get some of the kids in the neighborhood who probably don't have the opportunity to do a lot of the programs that even the Y might do. But at the same time, I would just encourage you, just like I did yesterday, reach out to the community, just so everybody knows what's going on, and it doesn't look like the big Y is coming to take over the small Boys and Girls Club, but it's actually a teamwork, it's a partnership, and just get the right word out there. Sometimes things get twisted. Okay.
Rumors get flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely will address that. It's not the YMCA taking over the Boys and Girls Club, but it is a collaboration and it's a partnership. And, I know wording is important, and how we address the community is important too, because, it was started where I grew up on the Hill. And again, we're going to keep our identity, we're going to keep our autonomy, and we're going to remain the Boys and Girls Club.
Thanks, sir.
You may want to reach out to Cookie and April in our Neighborhood Services Department and start with them at maybe some of the Neighborhood Watch meetings. Could be helpful.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you all for
Thank you
your
all.
tremendous support. We'll be back with you. We want to do more with the city of Myrtle Beach, and I know what you do. You don't get thanked as much as you need to. It's a very challenging job with all the competing priorities in this community, so God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we do not have any other items for workshop this morning, but Mr. Bryan does have one executive session item, and that is to receive legal advice relating to pending litigation involving MBSC South LLC. We will invite Fox Simons, Will Bryan, Brian Tucker, Josh Bruger, Michelle Schumpert, Marla Bell, Meredith Denary, and Amy New Schaefer. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So move.
Second. Motion from Mr. Chestnut, second from Ms. Hatley. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. We will return.
Oh, my goodness. That's awesome.
Is there a motion to come out of executive session?
So move.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Louder, second from Ms. Hatley. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. Our meeting will begin at 10 a.m. Your pictures were good, too.
I don't get a chance to go.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10 a.m. Welcome to this morning's City Council meeting. We're happy to have you all with us, this huge crowd that we have today. We would ask if you would please silence your cell phones, and if you wish, please rise at this time and join council as Dr. Connor leads us in the invocation for today and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me if you can. Almighty God, creator and sustainer of all that is or ever will be, accept our gratitude for this day, its blessings of life and freedom. We remember those who make our freedom possible and recognize it is because of their sacrifice that our community can practice our shared and enduring values of varied expressions of faith, civic duty, and respect. We gather today to render our public service in a manner and perform our civic duties in good order. Therefore, we invoke divine wisdom and guidance in today's meeting. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, council has had time to review today's agenda, so I will ask for a motion for approval, please.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made from Mr. Louder, second from Mr. Smith. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. May I please have a motion to approve our meeting minutes from June 10th, 2025?
So moved.
I will take Dr. Connor as a first, Mr. Smith as a second. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, motion carries. We have no presentations today, so we will start out with our Communications and Creative Services update.
Hey, City Council, Chastity Pendergrass here with your communications update. The Fire Department's newest fire truck is officially in service at Station 4. The $1.7 million truck received the ceremonial push into the bay to begin its career serving Myrtle Beach. At the South Carolina State Firefighters Association conference at the Convention Center, Myrtle Beach firefighter Wyatt Lloyd received the Meritorious Action Award for saving someone who was trapped in a car in a retention pond last year.
I feel honored to receive this award. Glad that I can represent the Myrtle Beach Fire Department. Just proud.
A new sidewalk is coming to part of Oak Street, connecting existing sidewalk to one continuous path. Crews begin work this week on the section of Oak Street between 27th Avenue and 35th Avenue. Crews are also adding pedestrian signal crossings to the 29th Avenue North and the 38th Avenue North intersections at Oak Street. A new water goat trash collection system is now at Balsam Pond. This big net held up by buoys prevents trash from floating into the ocean and intracoastal waterway. You can see it for yourself at the intersection of Highway 501 and Cedar Street in the Arts and Innovation District. Congratulations to the Myrtle Beach All-Star 10U boys baseball team for winning the Diamond Youth Baseball District Championship. The team will play in the state championship in Georgetown, July 12th. Best of luck. Thank you to everyone who showed up at the city's Juneteenth celebration. Even though it had to be moved indoors to the Mary C. Canty Recreation Center because of rain, it was still a great time. Thank you to the Neighborhood Services Department and Mary C. Canty Recreation Center's staff for hosting. And speaking of neighborhood services, the department won an award. The South Carolina Education Association's Human and Civil Rights Committee honored the Neighborhood Services Department for the Beachside Chats program. Great job, Cookie, April, and Matt. And apparently, Cookie just can't stop winning awards because she was also recently named a Carolina champion by WPDE for her work helping students who are homeless or lack resources to help them succeed. Thank you, Cookie, for being the perfect example of first in service. Coming up this weekend in Myrtle Beach, Summer Jerk Festival is back at Chapin Park on Sunday from noon to 9. First Methodist Church on Kings Highway hosts an American Celebration concert at 4, also Sunday afternoon. Hot Summer Nights continues every day at Plyler Park, 5 to 8 Mondays through Saturdays, and 1 to 4 on Sundays. That's all for now. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
All right, thank you. And do we have any non-agenda items from the public?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll move on to today's consent agenda items.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. For this morning's consent agenda, you have 3 items for your consideration. The first item is Motion 2025-47, authorizing the city to accept a grant award of $71,155 from the South Carolina Department of PRT for renovations to Savannah's Playground. That will be matched with about $17,700 or so in the city's playground capital budget. The second item is Motion 2025-48, which is to accept a donation from the 15th Judicial Circuit Solicitor's Office for $2,500. That money will be used for the Junior Police Academy in the Police Department. And finally, is the third item is Motion 2025-49 to approve a donation to the Myrtle Beach Police Department from the South Carolina State Constable Association amount of about $890 for youth programs.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve today's consent agenda items?
So moved.
Okay, motion from Mrs. Hatley, second from Mr. Louder. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. The only item on our regular agenda, the second reading of ordinance 2025-42.
Second reading of ordinance 2025-42 to amend ordinance 91-22 as previously amended by ordinances 92-10, 970-225-16, 2002-12, 2006-21, and 2013-21 regarding oceanfront encroachment rules and regulations for the city of Myrtle Beach.
There have been no changes since first reading. I'm glad to run through the summary of the revisions to the ordinance.
Please.
Okay. This ordinance has been in effect since the early 90s. It provides rules and regulations governing encroachments onto the city-owned oceanfront property by the immediately adjacent property owners. The changes that we have proposed at this time are to extend the applicability of the ordinance until March 30th, 2032 for all the 3 types of encroachments addressed in the ordinance, and to make the termination dates for all 3 types of encroachments uniform. We've moved the annual permit fee for the oceanfront encroachments from this ordinance into the budget ordinance, so council will be able to set that fee annually with the budget. This ordinance clarifies that hard surface pathways leading from the immediately adjacent private property to and connecting to the Myrtle Beach Boardwalk are considered non-exclusive use encroachments and would require a permit under the ordinance. It expands on the requirement that the permit holder maintains the city-owned property and any encroachments on it in a clean, safe, sanitary condition, and requires the permit holder to reimburse the city for any costs and expenses that the city would incur in having to remedy the permit holder's noncompliance with that. Requires the permit holder to reimburse the city for costs and expenses associated with the permit holder's failure to eliminate conditions on the property that may pose a threat to public health or safety. And it provides that the city manager has the authority to waive the requirement that the permit holder must obtain general liability insurance covering the encroachment on the property. This change, the current ordinance says something along the lines of that you have to get general liability insurance if it's commercially reasonable. We thought it would be a better solution to allow the city manager to waive that requirement.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the second reading of ordinance 2025-42?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made from Mr. McClure, second from Dr. Connor. Any discussion from council? Okay, any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion carries. I'm assuming we still have no non-agenda items from the public? All right, communications from council and staff.
I just want to give a little shout out to my Coastal Carolina Chanticleers for having a great run at the College World Series, and
Yes, they
really
did.
proud of them and how they've represented our area.
Absolutely. Anyone else?
And we'll see him in the World Series next year. Aaron.
All right, I just want to publicly thank the County Transportation Committee for fully funding our recent request of over $1.1 million. They have been very good to us over the last several years, and really value the fact that when Myrtle Beach makes a request, we also invest in what we're doing. And Jimmy, you're here today, so thank you for helping with that as well. And I want to thank Councilman Chestnut for, what'd you do?
What'd you do, Mike?
You invited me to join you for
Oh, yeah.
Miss Ann Futrell's
Oh, yeah,
90th
yeah,
birthday celebration
Excited,
at Sandy
exciting
Grove
day.
Church.
Yeah.
And I just think it was a beautiful way to honor someone, and whilst people are alive, to honor them and give them their flowers and their praises, and for people to share how they feel about her. I thought it was a beautiful event.
It was.
Thank
and,
you.
I think she was happy to see everyone and see you there, and she had a ball. Yeah. I talked to her the other day, and she's still smiling.
Good. All right, with that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Chestnut, second from Ms. Hatley. Any discussion from council? Any discussion from the public? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Ladies and gentlemen, you just survived the world's shortest Myrtle Beach City Council meeting.
Yeah, I think we set a record.
We had a 30-minute one with
Yeah, we did have a 30-minute one time.
12 and a half.
An entire 12 minutes and 41 seconds.